Hello friends, welcome. Today we are going to learn Proficiency in English Part 1, Unit number 1, Nature of English Language. Today we are going to learn principles of language. Language is a system. Why language is called as a system? Because language consists of so many sounds, structures, words, sentences, etc. Every language has its own system. Every language is different from each other. So, the system of sound in a language is called as phonology. The system of words in a language is called as morphology. The system of sentences in a language is called as syntax. The system of meaning of words and sentences in a language is called as semantics. And therefore, every language has its own system. Language is a system of symbols. What is a symbol? Symbol is nothing but the words. Each language works through the symbols, graphic as well as sound symbols. So, different words in the language are symbols. Therefore, Marathi is different from Hindi, Hindi is different from Gujarati because the symbols are different in every language. Particular meaning is attached to the particular sound. If we say tree, then it has certain meaning. Therefore, it is said that language is a system of symbols. Language is learned through imitation. See in the picture, the daughter is imitating her father in case of reading newspaper. Children always imitate the people in their surroundings, the family members, teachers, friends, etc. Whatever they see, whatever they hear, observe, listen, they just go on repeating. In the same way, they learn the language through the imitation. Language is learned by habit formation. Language is a skill itself, and the acquisition of the skill requires practice. Every skill requires practice. Say, for example, riding a bicycle or any kind of skill requires practice. Practice means repeating the same thing again and again. Drill. Practice needs in the language learning also. Habit is formed after a lot of practice. When the child practices again and again the language, he is able to learn the language very easily. So, language is learned by habit formation. Every language, the main function is communication. Through communication, we can understand the thoughts and feelings and ideas of other people, and therefore, communication is the main function of a language. Through language, we can keep in contact with the other people. Language is ever changing. Language doesn't exist in isolation, it grows in a society, and it doesn't exist in the vacuum, and therefore it grows continuously. It accepts all the words from other languages and it keeps on growing. Vocabulary of English keeps on growing every day. Language has a culture. As we know, language grows in a particular society, so the every language reflects the culture of that society. Language and culture cannot be separated. The mannerisms, the etiquettes of the people in the society are reflected in the particular language. Therefore, it is said that the language has a culture. Language is learned out of need. We know that man is a social animal. Wherever man goes, there is a need of communication. It is the primary need of a man. And the man has to speak the language that the society speaks. Therefore, man learns the language out of need. Language has an identity. We know that Marathi is different from Punjabi, Hindi is different from Gujarati. No two languages are alike. They're different from one another, and therefore, every language has its own unique identity. So, this is all about principles of language learning. Thank you very much. See you again.